Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Cards, and it's coming up next.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate, with every one of these playoff.
We're just 2 steps away from the Super Bowl, and we're underway in this NFC divisional matchup. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. We'll need to pause now after our first play. One of the D linemen injured on it, and medical staff out now to look at him. New set of downs for him at the 38. To throw here on first down. Caught, nice gain left side. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So that brings up 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. They'll throw it. The throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
They'll try and punch it in. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. So now, here's 3rd and goal. try it with him again. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. And when you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Throwing now on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
They'll run now on second down. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Give him 4 on the play. Doesn't help a ton because they're still left with 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
He's got it at the 24. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Eagles will take possession. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. All right, I'll set up now. First and 10. Throwing from the gun. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Dropping back to throw. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now. Still sticking with the passing game. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. Hauled in left side. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles Eagles pull out in front further, 13-zip. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things...
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Now we're going to have a break in the action as one of the Cardinals is in some pain, and they'll be out to look at him. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Throwing from the gun here. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That one Runs complete right side.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing it again here. Forced out to his right. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Setting up a throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Whatever could go wrong for him so far certainly has. And so many times when we see a QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got to flush of, oh, what's going to happen next? Because then you hold the ball, and you hold the ball in this league, and you get sacked. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This one quickly to Harrison. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Cardinals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
They'll throw it again. Throw left side, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the 2nd here. The Cardinals definitely thinking points. Blown back, it's the handoff. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Pass play now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Takes off right out of the read option. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. 3rd down coming. Trying to throw here out of the gun. They got a hand on it, and now it's intercepted. And the Cardinals take over on his 11th interception of the campaign.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Taken in by Harrison. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
3rd and long for him here. Bails out of the pocket quick. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Flushed out of the pocket. Stepping up, and he's going to run.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's a Philadelphia first down. They give it to him again. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next. From the 38. Finds his fullback. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
From the gun on third down. He puts a they connect on the deep shot. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
Cardinals 13.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Fielded at the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up second and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
From the 37. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Okay, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Gets this one to Harrison. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And the Birds bring out the nickel look. Third down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. He's on the move. He's running for it. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Jordan Stout on now to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Ball at the 33 for first down. Airing it out to start this drive. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps Well, he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
And they limit this to a minimal gain to around the 34. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. He's going to throw this one. That's caught for the first. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. It's the Eagles who have 1st and 10. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Out come the Cardinals on offense late in the half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Motioning left is their running back. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. To throw it on 1st down. Caught, nice gain left side. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They're up by 7. We'll see if they choose to just rest on that going into halftime. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Throwing it to start this drive. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So we're to halftime in this fight for a spot in the NFC Championship game. Now we'll send you to our studios in Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for a look around the league with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Kate and Brock. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Here come the Cardinals to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. They'll come out throwing. He's got Harrison. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He's got him, that's McBride. And this one doesn't go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
There is no question this defense has risen to the occasion of prime time tonight. There's also no question that this is a window into the kind of beating quarterbacks can take when you can't protect him. He's going to have to use all week to get his body right to hopefully hit the field next week.
The Cardinals out for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fields this at the 19. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And they're going to take over possession. The Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. They've got first down from the 31. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. It's a gain of 4. They're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8. Throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. And that's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And we'll see what kind of first impression he makes tonight. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Cardinals in possession of it once again. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 34. Called in left side. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back-to-back carries here. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
The Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against it. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Option design here. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. They'll try and take an option left side. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal. Back to throw now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense. So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. I've had the Cardinals now on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He beams one deep right side. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll throw to begin this drive. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Has a man. It's Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And the defender comes away with it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Cardinals offense making its way out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Running back, motioning right. To the air, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense. He had another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 46. That pass is complete to McBride. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Cardinals first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Cardinals ball. Their season down potentially to its final quarter. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's a throw. Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
McBride hauls it in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's tackled for a short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that can tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Handoff now out of the gun. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Another carry for him. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Back to the well again. And this one does not go far. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing now on first down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll try and throw it here. He finds Brown right side. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. 3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Simple dive up the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Looking for a throw here. They did it! He made the interception! And the Cardinals have some new life in the 4th. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from near his own goal line. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Short pass brought in. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down. Tight end in motion right. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
He's got him. That's McBride. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. He'll throw it. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Looking to throw. Into traffic. Complete. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got Harrison. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
At the 39-yard line.
2nd and 1. And he's complete. McBride on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Cardinals in the hurry-up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find Trey McBride. So 2nd down coming up. They'll throw it again. Finds the in route complete. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Now to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's brought down after a short gain. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Option give here. And this one doesn't go far. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. Cardinals going nickel here, 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on that carry. They're left with 4th and 10. Punt team on the field. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60-plus. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to the air here. don't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Forced to throw and
pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Glendale.